Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today we are joined by Shelby Kimm, an all-tournament team member of the NSIC Volleyball Tournament champion St. Cloud State Huskies. Shelby, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
As we do each week, let's start with you telling us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a junior at St. Cloud State University. I'm double majoring in accounting and statistics. I'm originally from North Liberty, Iowa, and I grew up with one older brother. All of my family is pretty competitive. They all played sports in college, so I've been around sports since I can remember. And yeah,
All right, pretty competitive tournament. The Huskies were just in the NSIC volleyball tournament, arguably one of the toughest volleyball tournaments in the nation. Huskies come in, they win their second straight and fourth overall NSIC tournament title. Not to mention your women's soccer team up on campus, winning their first ever playoff game and advancing to the Sweet 16 with another win. What's the mood around the locker room and on campus right now in St. Cloud?
it's definitely a very exciting time right now. There's a lot of support from students and faculty, both for the volleyball team and the soccer team, and it's really great what we're accomplishing for women's athletics right now for St. Cloud State, and it's an awesome opportunity to show the hard work that each of us has put in all season. And I'm getting congratulations from students and other people, and hearing others talk about the excitement surrounding this soccer team. And it's awesome to have that feeling that people are really they care a lot about our success, and it's awesome.
Soccer team hosting a Sweet 16 match on Sunday. You guys get a little bit more time before your regional tournament down in Kearney. But back to last weekend. Wow, the Huskies in the tournament. Here's what you did. You knocked off three top 15 teams. You knocked off number 14 SMSU at home in the quarterfinals. Then you knock off number 2 in the nation, Wayne State, in the semifinals, and then Concordia St. Paul, 5 in the nation, in the championship match on their home court. Would it be fair to say that you're playing your best volleyball of the season right now?
Yeah, we did have quite the performance last week, and it probably is our best so far. And I'm emphasizing so far because hopefully the best is yet to come. And I think our coaches do a fantastic job of training us for anything the postseason will throw away. And our coach always says that this program tends to improve greatly throughout the season. And what we did at the conference tournament just shows that we really do go into the gym and we work really hard. And all of that hard work is paying off when it is most important for us to accelerate on the court and beat those tough teams at the right time.
You were named a member of the All Tournament team. You're joined by 3 teammates, including the AVCA National Player of the Week, Abrea LaPlante, your setter. Tell us more about these teammates of yours.
I mean, I did just talk about how hard we work, and I really think that our coach did an amazing job of picking women who are selfless, they're strong, they're super independent, and they just go in there and they get their work done and they work their butts off. And I think we challenge each other in the best way possible, and I think that's what makes this team so good. And each person owns their role and they don't do too much, they just do what they need to do, and I absolutely love that. And um, each one of them is a reason that our team is so unstoppable. So I couldn't ask to play with better teammates. I love my teammates.
Regional tournament is up next. That is down in Kearney, Nebraska, hosted by the Lopers of UNK. The Huskies hosted this tournament last year as the number 1 seed. This year, you're going as a 4 seed. Is there a little bit pressure knowing that you're not the top dog and everyone's going after you guys, or how is the mood going into this regional tournament?
I definitely think there's less pressure. I was actually just talking to our setter, Bray LaPlante, about that. And I think that going into it, not being ranked number 1, not to say that there's less targets on our backs, because I just think that St. Cloud State is kind of known to play high level volleyball. And I think that even if it's subconsciously, I think that there's definitely less pressure, and not being the number 1 seed helps us to compete at a high level and just less pressure, more freely.
Number 4 seed, but still a maybe a target on your back after you win
Yeah.
an NSIC tournament. The NSIC regular season, the gauntlet in itself, you guys went 18-2. We just heard what it took for you guys to win the conference tournament. You've been a part of a lot of postseason play over the past few years. How excited are you to be able to get back to some non-conference opponents instead of playing NSIC teams again?
If you were to tell me that we weren't going to play a conference team going into the NCAA tournament, I would have thought that would be impossible. I think in the past 3 years, I don't remember just three teams from our conference being in the NCAA tournament. So it's definitely going to be fun to be able to play a team that's not in our conference. And I know that each team right now, especially at this part of the season, is going to go out there and give it all they have and they're going to be good. But it's just exciting to be able to play a new team that will challenge us in different ways.
Talk about your time at St. Cloud State, the culture that Coach Brigelman has brought to this program, and what you think you will remember the most about your time up there.
Um, I definitely remember just the people and what we have accomplished. I think we've really, I mean, I've mentioned all the hard work that we put in this whole season, and I will definitely remember the good times more, hopefully more than the bad times. I mean, there's not many bad times, but although everybody always wants to win at the end of the day, I think it's who you share your time with that's most important. And like I said, I love my teammates. I think St. Cloud State is a great place to be, and I will definitely remember the people.
Missouri Western State is your next opponent in the regional tournament. What do you know about the Griffins, and what will be keys to victory?
So I got to be honest, we haven't really scouted them a lot just because we have Thanksgiving break this week. But I do know that if we continue to compete like we have been and playing 1 point at a time or one match at a time, I think we'll be just fine. But I know that each team right now is just going to go out there and be super strong and play really well. So we're just going to get as prepared as we can be with film, practices, and lifts.
A couple of common opponents, Concordia St. Paul and Wayne State, played the Griffins over the season. They split with them, so regardless, it's the Central Region tournament. It's going to be a good matchup,
Yeah,
quarterfinals, semifinals, whenever it is.
for
But
sure.
come match day, any special routines or superstitions you have?
Definitely. I would like to consider myself a very superstitious person. I've tried to lay off of the superstitions as I've gotten older, but you'll probably see me with an energy drink. I drink one of those before every match, or some candy. I always have candy in the locker rooms before we go out for warm-ups, and our team has a pregame dance ritual that we do, so we know how to have fun and get hype before a match.
All right, final question for you. What's been the best piece of advice you've been given during your athletic career?
I would say the best piece of advice is that each person has their own role. You don't have to do too much. You don't have to go out there and be the best, like do everything. Just do what you know how to do. Play like yourself and just flow. I think that once you realize that volleyball is just, you're supposed to have fun when you play volleyball. It's not supposed to be like you don't have to think too hard about it. Just go out there, have some fun and play. And I think that once you realize that, you relieve so much pressure and you just have fun with your teammates.
I'll highlight 2 points from that. One, do your job. Two, have fun. And I think that's
Exactly.
the two things I take away from that. So,
Yep.
well, that's some great advice right there. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Shelby, thanks and best of luck to you and the Huskies the rest of the season.
Thank you.